All right, we are back with another PrizePicks video. Going to be talking NBA in this one. Definitely a few games on the board, but honestly, not seeing a ton of value like I usually do, whether that's matchup based or if that's just some people not being on the board. Not the best board in terms of NBA value today, but luckily we do have NFL. If you haven't seen that video already, there is a few of those picks are from the 4 p.m. slot, so you can try to sneak some of those in as well. So definitely check that out. But yeah, let's go over our video picks from last time. Of course, if you're new to this channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe, guys. We've been continuing to grow like crazy, almost at 4K subscribers. I can't believe it. And like the video so more people can see it. Comment down below if you like one of these picks. If you don't like one of these picks, let me know why. And if there's another pick that you guys really want, people to see, that's the place to do it, down in the comments. But our video picks from last time, this was yesterday. Ended up going a 4-man flex because Jordan Poole DNP'd and then D'Angelo Russell pushed. So we ended up having our only miss be DeJounte Murray, which was a minutes issue because Atlanta blew Washington out. If that was to do with Jordan Poole not playing, I doubt it. But the Wizards are absolutely horrible, so there's always blowout potential there. But Murray ends up not getting there for us. And then our OKC Philly guys, kind of this game stack, worked out for us. So 3 for 4. We'll take the profit on that and try to continue that or do better. But let's jump over to the board. I do want to mention I had Jaren Jackson Jr. under 2.5 assists. I literally was just starting to film this video. It got taken off the board. So if that comes back, definitely want to attack the under on that 2.5 turnovers for Jaren Jackson Jr. And then also Desmond Bane, going away from him as well. I had him at 22.5. It got bumped to 23. So again, I just was making this video as those two lines moved. So I'm either going to bring you guys 4 plays or I'll kind of decide on the fly if I'll try to find you guys 2 more plays on the fly here. But Desmond Bane, 22.5, I still don't mind the over there, just not as great as value. And then Jaren Jackson Jr. under those 2.5 turnovers. But let's go to someone that is on the board, and this game is early, so try to get this one in early. And we're going to Deandre Ayton. We're going to his turnovers line, and we're going over here. Let's go to Outlier and see what he's been doing so far this year, his matchup and things like that. Also, any of these tools I'm using, Outlier, OddsJam, or RotoWire, all of them have links in my description for free trials. OddsJam and Outlier are completely 7-day week free trial. So definitely check those out. They're super powerful tools. And then RotoWire, you don't even need a credit card. You can just get their 2-day free trial just clicking my link. So definitely check those out. They're very, very helpful and easy to use, guys. But let's pick up Ayton here. Go to his turnovers line. We do see that he has gone over this line in 11 of 14 games. So 79% of the games he's gone over this, very consistently getting 2. That's like 8 in a row where he's gotten at least 2 turnovers. Now, in terms of his matchup, not the best matchup in the world, so that's kind of the only negative on this one. 4th ranked in terms of turnovers allowed at only 12 for this Milwaukee Bucks team. And to centers, doesn't get a whole lot better, just a little bit. Turnovers to centers is a 2.0. So maybe those 2 go to Ayton. And then obviously this is just an average. So we could see that happening. Has no head-to-head history while on the Blazers playing the Bucks. But again, 11 of 14 games. I like my chances there. And the odds are favoring this as well. A minus 130 to go over, plus 100 to go under. But let's go to OddsJam and see what other sportsbooks are saying about him. See if we're getting good value here. And we'll be able to see his other lines as well. Now, I know he has a first quarter play. Yeah, so first quarter points, they're liking the over at 4.0. 53.4% chance to hit. Looks like FanDuel has this at 4.5. And then other sportsbooks got this at 3.5, but very, very heavily favored to go over this. So this could be valuing at a push, but don't mind that one either. His next best line on the board for PrizePicks right now is 1.5 turnovers. That's the one we're talking about. And we got DraftKings got this at minus 130. BetMGM's got this at minus 135. Bovada's got this at minus 130. Flips got this at minus 145. So, like always, trying to attack the value on PrizePicks. We're getting this at an individual play on our 5 or 6 man flex at minus 119 value. So definitely getting a deal here for this Ayton line, and gone over in 11 of 14 games. So really, really liking this spot for him. Next up, we'll try to stray chronologically here. Let's go to Devin Booker. Now, Kevin Durant is a game time decision. He could totally play, but if he doesn't, this points line looks even better. 27.5. A lot of sports books have this at 28.5. But let's check out his outlier page, kind of see what he's been doing so far this year. And I do want to mention another line of his that I like. but we're going to go to his points line for the video picks. So let's go to his, points and assist line was the other one that I really liked. 6 of 8 games he's gone over this points assist line. The odds are just kind of favoring the points line in general, just a little bit easier. We do see it's a 28.5 here. Can't change it to 27.5, but that's the value we're getting on PrizePicks. As we can see, if we're at 27.5, this one's actually hit as well. So it would be 5 of 8 games he's gone over this in the games he's played so far. Do want to go to RotoWire, kind of refresh this page, see if there's anything about Kevin Durant playing or not playing, because that would be huge news if he doesn't play, obviously. Could pretty much be a lock on that Booker line. Looks like he missed his first game Friday. Questionable tag suggests he is day-to-day. I did actually mention if Durant was to go out of that game, which he ended up doing, obviously Booker will get a huge boost, and Eric Gordon, who had a great game. So, Eric Gordon could be another way to go. But again, Kevin Durant could play. If he doesn't, though, Booker's line, even gets boosted a little bit more. So let's open up Booker's page and see what other sportsbooks are saying about that line. I kind of hinted at it, but we'll see it for real here. We do see his points line is favored to go over this. It's his best line on PrizePicks at 53.38% chance to hit. FanDuel's got this at 28.5. BetMGM's got this at 28.5. Caesar's got this at 28.5. Pinnacle's got this at 28.5. And they don't only have it at 28.5. They're still at like minus 110 value, which is a normal line. So they're saying that this 27.5 line is definitely too low. And with the Kevin Durant potential of missing the game, that's a huge boost. So Booker at 27.5 will be our second play. Moving along here, trying to stay chronological. Let's go to Cameron Johnson. Gone to him a few times. We're going to go to his different line, though. I think we went to like his points and rebounds last time. We're just going to go to his rebounds and assists. Going over here. And let's check out his outlier page. I know he consistently gets to that 7 mark. But recently been able to get over that 7.5 rebounds and assist line. Open up his page here, kind of see it visually. And we do see the over is favored at minus 123. The under is at minus 111. Now he's gone over this in only 3 of 8 games, so that's something to look into for sure. But a lot of those games he's just missing. Got 7 4 games in a row, and then recently 10 and 15. Now I think this is big to do with his minutes. 34 minutes in this one, but then 29, 27, 27. I think he's more in this 32, 34, 35 range. Obviously, he missed some time to begin the year. And if we go to RotoWire and go into that matchup real quick, we can see that he's projected for about 34 minutes. So if he gets 34 minutes, that's looking pretty solid. That would be this game getting 7. We can actually adjust that. But let's say he gets his 30 minutes. That's looking much better at 67% chance to hit. I think he does get this here. Also, not the biggest spread in the world. They are favorites here against Chicago, but Chicago's given up a whole bunch of rebounds and a whole bunch of assists. So should be a lot of these stats for Cameron Johnson to have today. And liking him in this spot. Let's see what other sportsbooks are saying though. See if we're getting good value on that. Cameron Johnson. Go ahead and apply that. And we do see his rebounds and assist line is his top line, 53.31% chance to hit. A lot of these sports books, minus 132, minus 130, minus 135, minus 145 on Bovada. So definitely getting good value on that. And we'll take that any day of the week. So Cameron Johnson, I think he gets into that 32-minute range. 34 minutes would be great. And I think he gets there for us. So that's our third pick of the day. Moving along here, let's go to our boy Scottie Barnes. Have gone to him a lot this year. Want to see if he has a fantasy line just yet. Doesn't look like he does. A lot of his lines are favored. I think his points line is favored to go over. Rebound line favored to go over. Assist line all kind of favored to go over. It's 29.5. So this changed. This might be what we go with. I was looking at 16.5 points. This was at 30.5. But the bump down to 29.5 is really interesting to me. But let's open up his page, kind of see what he's been doing, and kind of attack it from there. So Scottie Barnes, let's go to, let's just go to his points line, which is what we were going to go to first. And we wanted to go to his over here. 2023, gone over in 11 to 16 games. Obviously, at the beginning of the year, he was going crazy. Now, Siakam has kind of come back into his own and has been scoring the ball definitely a decent amount. Schroeder's been having great few games as well. But, Scottie's definitely their best player, I want to say. Him or him or Siakam for sure. But definitely really liking this points line. The odds are favoring as well. I'm interested to see if that 29.5 line is now the best line for him, because I wouldn't mind going to that at all, because I think he has a good matchup today. So they are still favoring the 16.5, but the points, rebounds, assist line is at 52.1% chance, or 1.7% chance to hit. So really liking that as well, 29.5. Again, this was at 30. Looks like FanDuel still has it at 30.5. Still a minus 113 value. Pinnacle's got this at minus 130, so they're kind of favoring that line as well. And the reason I'm looking at that is, these things are always moving, but I see his points line, the over's favored here. I see his assist line, the over's favored here slightly. I saw his rebounds line, the over's favored here slightly. So I kind of like the value of having all three of them. I see his blocks line also has that value. So if he gets a fantasy score line, I think that's what I'd be attacking. But for this case, I think I'm going to go to his 29.5 PRA. We can go to his outlier page real quick. Yeah, minus 120 value over here on DraftKings, minus 137 on Caesars. Gone over this in 12 of 16 games, and he can really do it in any different way. There's some games where he has 17 points and then goes to get seven rebounds, 9 assists. He's had a 14 game where he had 14 rebounds, 7 assists to still get there for us, and then obviously he can score 20 plus. So yeah, I like this value, and if this gets bumped to 30.5, I'd just probably go back to the points. But 29.5 PRA for Scottie Barnes, really liking that. Now, we didn't have the Bane line. That got pushed, and then the Jaren Jackson Jr. line got taken off the board. Just want to see if that came back. Doesn't look like it. So we'll go ahead. I always like to get you guys the most value you can on the board. Let's just look at the board. Not promising anything. We got 4 great picks for us to start. But if we can find, 2 more, that'd be great to get us to 6 picks. Because I don't like playing 5-man plays, or 6. I don't like playing 4-man plays. So it looks like Kobe White, they're liking this one. Got a green play here. This will eventually probably get pushed to 3.5. They're liking the over 4 assists. Looks like a lot of places got this at 3.5. Ridiculously valued to go over this line, minus 230. If they have it at 4.5, looks like it's pretty much very low plus money, like plus 103. They actually got this at minus 106. So that could be an interesting one for Kobe White. Let's go ahead and check him out. Kobe White, 4.5 assists. Can we go to 3.5? Yeah, so we're looking at this pretty much. 3.5 assists. Gone over in 10 of 17 games. Going against Brooklyn, that doesn't allow a whole bunch of assists to point guards. But this looks like a decent line. Again, minus 210 to go over is crazy for at least the push. Is that that's what that's saying? But he's been pretty solid so far in terms of injuries. I don't remember seeing anything. Looks like Zach LaVine is a game time decision, and Caruso. I wonder what RotoWire has to say about that. Chicago. Yeah, looks like they're both probably expected to play. So maybe not go on that one. But if this one's here at 4.0, definitely go ahead and attack that. Looks like Dinwiddie at 8.5 assists on the under here. Sportsbooks are favoring that as well, under 8.5 assists. That could be something to look into. Actually, that is something I'll look into. Dinwiddie. That is 8.5 assists. That just sounds pretty high. I know they got some guys out, and he's been definitely assisting a little bit more. But at 8.0, that sounds a little steep. They are going against Chicago. That gives up a decent amount of assists. Looks like they're allowing 8 to point guards. At 8.5, that doesn't sound horrible. Looks like he has been diving the ball again a little bit more. This was against Atlanta, who I was about to say gives up a whole bunch of points. That was a 145 to 147 game. But did also get there against Miami. So that's something to look into. I think I'm just going to leave this at the 4 picks, guys. I could be talking here for another 15 minutes about plays. But I might just kind of show you the board here. Dinwiddie, we kind of looked at. Kobe White. Jokic under rebounds and assists. I always hate going to that line just because he has the potential to crush that. Deandre Ayton, first quarter points. We talked about that a little bit. Jakob Pearl steals. Those are kind of always, up in the air unless it's looking really good. Reggie Jackson assists. That's going up against a Spurs team that gives up a whole bunch of points. Yeah, nothing really popping up the page. This is kind of what I was saying, where there's not a ton of value. It was a shame that a couple of my lines got bumped, so I couldn't bring those to you guys on the YouTube picks. But Malik Beasley at 10, people are really liking that at 9.5 to go over. But yeah, nothing really popping off the page. Any of these plays would be, quote unquote, the best plays right now in terms of percent chance to hit on PrizePicks right now. So if any of these are available and you want to get those 6 in, I definitely recommend that. But let's just kind of go over our 4 picks, and that will do it for us. Deandre Ayton, again, you'll have about an hour and a half or 2 hours to get this one in, but 1.5 turnovers, that's looking good against Milwaukee, going over. Devin Booker, big question mark is if there's going to be Kevin Durant or not. If there is, I think that's fine. He'll still be able to have a chance to go over this 27.5 points. We liked his points and assist line as well, but ended up going with just his points. If Durant doesn't play, obviously huge value there for Booker at 27.5. Then we got Cameron Johnson at 7.5 rebounds and assists. I expect him to get a few more minutes than he has been, getting into that 32-34 minute range, and should have a decent amount of opportunity against this Bulls team. And then Scottie Barnes over 29.5 PRA. If this gets bumped to 30.5, I'd probably go back to his points line, but really liking this value at 29.5. So only 4 plays for you guys. I don't want to push anything, force anything when I just don't see the value on the board. But we did talk about a few other guys. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s turnover line. If that comes back up, that's a nice under. Desmond Bane at 23.0. I got it at 22.5, but I honestly don't mind it at 23.0. I'll show you that's still on the board. But obviously having a great year, going up against a tough Minnesota defense. That's probably why this line is so high, or low, I meant. But definitely like him as well. So we'll throw him into there, just so guys, if you want to get the 5-man flex in. And then, of course, if you want to get a few more NFL plays in, we do have some 4 p.m. slot picks in our video. I think there's like 3 of them, so you can always mix and match your favorites to kind of make your ultimate slip. But that will do it. Hopefully make some money tonight, guys. Definitely some fun day for sports with this Sunday afternoon. So should be fun. Let's watch some sports. Let's make some money, and peace out.